Welcome to a brand new campaign for the Middle-earth strategy battle game. We start with the Fellowship of the Ring racing through Moria against the Fantasy Fellowship. We'll be fighting the Watcher in the water, battling in Balin's tomb, before taking on a homemade mini-game for the Bridge of Khazad-dûm scenario. From there, the campaign will really begin, and we'll be taking some very unexpected turns, but no spoilers here. For now, Aaron will be taking control of the Fellowship of the Ring, and I'll be taking control of the remaining members of Thorin'S company as my Fantasy Fellowship. We're going to be escaping the Watcher in the water through the west gate of Moria. Welcome to our brand new campaign. The first two scenarios will be the Gates of Moria and a slightly tweaked version of Balin's tomb. We'll take turns using our own fellowships, and whoever has the most members alive, including their ring bearer, at the end of the first two missions will be the winner. If we've got the same amount left alive, the player that's got the most kills will win. This video is the Gates to Moria, and it's pretty simple for the Fellowship. They've got to preserve as many resources as they can going into the Battle of Balin's tomb. They've got to get their ring bearer and 4 other members of the Fellowship through the Gate to Moria, and it's game over. The only problem is, there's a Watcher in the water at tentacles reach away, and that's going to make things a little more complicated. Aaron's first up, and he's taking control of the Fellowship of the Ring. Frodo's the ring bearer. He's quite durable thanks to his mithril coat and 3 fate points. Obviously, he also has the ring, but we won't be using those in the Moria scenarios. Sam can declare a free heroic combat when Frodo's engaged in a fight. That's not going to be much use against the Watcher. Nor are Merry and Pippin, who are easily the weakest members of the Fellowship, with only 1 attack, 1 wound and no might. Gandalf also only has 1 attack, but he has a variety of spells to blast or disable opponents, and a few to buff himself and those around him. Aragorn is the true leader of the group. He receives a free might point per turn, which can be used to control the play or just boost his killing potential. We're going by the film here, so Aragorn doesn't have Anduril. Legolas is a sniper who can fire 3 shots in a turn, hitting on a 3+, or a single shot that hits on a 2+. This single shot can be used to hit targets in combat and will always hit on a 2+, even if he's moved. Gimli is a powerhouse with 3 attacks, and he can tank a few hits too, whilst Boromir has no fate, so he really can't afford to lose the combats, but he has the Horn of Gondor, which will help him with that. If he's ever outnumbered in combat, the opponent must pass a courage test. If they fail, they lose the combat without even rolling a duel dice. This won't be any use against the Watcher, whose tentacles are a real threat to Boromir, but he'll really come into his own in Balin's tomb, if he makes it that far. The Fellowship have formed at Rivendell. They're taking the ring to Mount Doom to destroy it. They've made their way along the pass of Caradhras, but with Saruman trying to bring down the mountain, they turn back and head for Moria, where the water at the west gate stirs. It's the Watcher in the water. You might notice I'm not wearing my usual Two Trees Gaming t-shirt, which I wear because I'm insecure about fashion. Well, that changes today because I've got a t-shirt from Into the AM, absolutely glorious graphics tee. But why have I picked this video to advertise this? Because of this. It's the Watcher. It's not the Watcher, it's a Kraken, but honestly, these t-shirts are incredible. I'm not wearing it in the actual video because we filmed it months ago, but so happy to have this sponsorship. It's Into the AM. We've got a discount code 2treesgaming. Just use that, it'll help the channel a lot. You get some great t-shirts. This one's actually my favourite one. There's a whole load of graphics tees, but absolutely love it. Let's crack on with the video. The ring bearer and 4 more members of the Fellowship must leave through the gate in the centre of the east board edge. The ring bearer, Frodo, is deployed touching the edge of a pool of water that stretches halfway into the board. The hobbits, Sam, Merry and Pippin, are deployed within 6 inches of him, but not in the water. The rest of the Fellowship begin touching the gate to Moria. The Watcher in the water is deployed 6 inches into the pool, and it's caught the Fellowship off guard and so has priority on the first turn of the game. It also can't be killed. Each time it suffers a wound, it immediately retreats back D3 inches, and if it would lose its last wound, it retreats back D6 inches, but continues to fight with 1 wound remaining. The last rule for this scenario is that good models starting their move in the pool must roll a dice. On a 1, they don't move and are not prone. On a 2 to 5, the pool counts as difficult terrain, and on a 6, they may move as normal. I'll introduce my Fantasy Fellowship later in the video. For now, let's see how Aaron gets on with the Fellowship of the Ring. The Watcher in the water fires D6 shots each turn at a range of 6 inches, and a strength of 3. These can be targeted at different models and can be used even if the Watcher's engaged in combat. That means he's likely going to be able to grab Frodo and pull him into combat this turn. It's also got 6 attacks, so will likely rip Frodo to shreds, and so Aaron decides giving the Hobbit more dual dice is the way to go. He charges him with Pippin and tries to charge him with Merry, but the Watcher causes terror and gives a -1 to courage values.
Mary's courage check. No. It's fine. Sam's courage check. Yes.
Gandalf fails to cast the blinding light, and then it's on to the shoot phase.
D6 shots for the Watcher. 4. So, who am I going for? I've got 6-inch range on this. I have to get Frodo, really. It's got to be Frodo, because he's the scenario. So, all at Frodo. 3+ hit. Okay, I've hit with 3. I suppose I could have split that, couldn't I? I got Marion as well.
Yeah.
So I'll do...
But you don't want Marion, do you?
Don't hate getting Marion. I've got 6 attacks. No, you are right. Yeah, no.
Like...
So, all at Frodo then, and strength 3 hits, but he's going to get dragged in anyway.
Yeah.
So, 6s.
No
wounds, but Frodo.
And then Legolas is shot.
This is big. The Legolas could shoot. In this scenario, then the Watcher, when it gets wounded, moves back D3 inches.
Yeah.
So if Legolas hits, it's going to move him out of combat with the hobbits.
It's...
Oh, you're doing a super shot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
right.
I've got to because he's in combat.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So you need 6.
I'm going to use a point of might on that. 5.
Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got a fate point, and I've got a might point.
Oh, okay.
Are you still spending your point of might?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take my fate then, and this could be a big swing for the game. 3. I'll use my might point.
Okay.
So, the Watcher has no might, no fate, but he hasn't suffered a wound.
Legolas proving to be a nuisance for me there, but I think it was a might point well spent. With 6 attacks at fight value 6 and strength 6, I could cause some real damage to Frodo this turn, maybe even kill him now in the first combat phase of the game.
You want to set me a target, or should I set you a target?
Red dice is Frodo, black dice is Sam, blue dice is Pippin.
Okay. Oh, Frodo.
6.
Oh, Sam!
Sam.
My old gaffer! And the Watcher gets...
5.
I've used my might.
Should have used that point, yeah.
I've used my
You
might.
just rolled 5.
I've rolled 5 5s. The Watcher's defense 6.
This is 6s to wound it?
6s all around.
No.
No wounds. Oh, that was a big point on my stupid hobbits.
You might notice we're missing a camera. That's because Louis is ill and couldn't make it to filming. It's a shame because we filmed quite a few in a row, but also we're ashamed of our dice. There's not many close-ups of them. We're going to try and improve that now that the Baron of Dice is involved. We've got loads of dice that work really well for Middle-earth, and we've also got some Two Trees dice on the way. We'll show them off as soon as we can, but so thrilled to have the Baron on board. Take the link in the description. Go support him. He's supporting us. Everybody wins. Back to the video. So that was less than ideal and seems like a waste of my only might point now. But I do win priority the following turn, although Aaron immediately counters it with a 3 point of might for Aragorn for a heroic move. The hobbits are starting their turn in the water though, which means at the start of their move they have to roll a dice. On the score of a 1 they're not prone, on a 2 to 5 they can move half their normal distance, and on a 6 they can move their full 4 inches. So it's unlikely they're going to be able to get away from me, and they definitely won't be able to get out of a tentacle's reach.
So Frodo is 5.
Half, so you're moving 2. Oh, point of might.
I might that to then move an extra 2 inches. No, I just moved 2 because that pulls him out of the water. Sam gets a 1. Sam's prone.
Sam's down.
Pippin
Oh,
is also prone. Okay, well then that means... Oh no, you've moved back an inch. I don't think Merry can reach him.
measure it.
Merry can't charge him. Uh-oh.
So the Watcher's going to be out of combat.
The Watcher's going to be out of combat.
Unable to charge whoever he wants, Pippin.
Okay. Merry, you move away.
Gimli and Boromir move as close as they can to the Watcher. And then Gandalf attempts a Sorcerer's Blast using a 3 point of will and 1 from his store.
On a 5. Yes, on a 5.
So I've got 5 will, but then you've also got to roll to wound. I'm going to use 2 will to resist this.
Okay, I shouldn't have Sorcerer's Blasted you. Because you can still then tentacle.
Yeah, but I'm
actually,
further away.
Yeah,
so
Frodo is
the
then
key
further
thing.
away from everybody.
That's true. I'm gonna.
That was a mistake.
One in my free one.
Okay. No.
Not resisted.
So, do I wound you?
What's strength?
5.
So 5's needed. Wounded. And he goes,
back 3 inches.
3 inches. Gandalf comes to the rescue. And then he moves back 3 inches.
Yeah. Okay.
My turn then. So 4 inches, so you can pick Sam or Pippin, both line down. Which one is going to survive 12 attacks better? Sorry, Sam.
Just do them both.
No, because I'm thinking about putting Gandalf in.
Okay.
So that we can't play the Bridge of Khazad-dûm scenario later. But you know what, Boromir might be a free one. He's got 3 attacks, Sam's got an attack. Like, if he fluffs the dice and uses might, balance to me, he'll have big problems.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to right strike.
Because he's got to take D6 strength 3 hits on the way in as well. Boromir?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go for Boromir. So how many shots? This is big. 2. I'm going to do 1 on Boromir and 1 on Frodo.
Okay.
And I know that might, even if it costs you, I might need to. So against Frodo, do I hit him? 3 plus? Or 4 plus for me.
Yeah.
So hit Frodo. Frodo's then wound on Frodo? No. Boromir, do I hit Boromir? Yes. Wound on Boromir, 6 needed. Oh, 2 5s.
So now Boromir's in combat with the Watcher.
And in the water though, and I'm just going to be getting him with tentacles over and over again.
Okay. Legolas, 2 plus to hit.
Yeah. You don't have to now if you're confident on Boromir.
Yeah. 6. I use a point blank to wound it.
Oh. Okay. Down to 4.
And it goes back D3. Goes back 3 inches. Okay, kept Sam alive.
You have kept Sam alive.
Sam's dead. You win that combat, you only need to put 2 attacks.
Boromir's dead with that combat.
Yeah.
So this might look like it's not going great for me, but I'm actually very happy. I've got the long game in mind. If I can drain Legolas of his might, put a wound onto Frodo and kill Boromir, I'll consider that a massive victory going into Balin's tomb.
Priority.
I'm hoping to take Boromir out before Balin's tomb. That's the plan here.
4.
1.
Frodo stands up and makes it to the shore. Pippin and Sam both stand up and move an inch, but they're still in the water. Boromir rolls a 6, and rather than run, he charges into the Watcher so that his tentacles can't shoot him and drag him back in anyway. And then Gandalf casts an Immobilize.
Gandalf. 3 immobilize. Immobilized. Unless you want to, you've got a free one.
Well, a free one,
yeah.
And I'll use a proper one and a free one.
No, use immobilized.
Oh, man. Does that mean I can't shoot?
Yeah, can't do anything.
Oh, dear.
That's
a swinger, that is.
Definitely should have done that before I put in Boromir.
Yes, because you could have been off.
I'm just going to keep Gandalf in the backfield. Okay. Legolas is sniping the Watcher again.
Yep.
Hits. No, nothing. What I realised was if Legolas snipes the Watcher, he's then out of combat and Aragorn can shoot it. If Aragorn stays where he is.
So I get my normal everything, but I can't strike.
Can't strike.
I've got the same fight value and everything.
Cool.
So are you striking or not?
No.
So you get the fight value?
No.
Okay.
Boromir, 6.
6.
So
Roll off. You or
Yeah,
Boromir?
right, it's 4 powers.
I get it. So Boromir goes
Boromir.
So that didn't exactly go to plan, but if I can avoid being immobilized again, I'm a tentacles reach away from most of the Fellowship, so I should be able to put some damage onto them. Aaron wins priority and declares a heroic march with Aragorn's 3 point of might.
Shouldn't have spent my might.
I don't know. What did you spend it on again? Oh, to stop you getting shot out of combat
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
But then I fluffed my dice on the 5s. That could have been 3 dead hobbits.
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be 3 dead dwarves.
Yeah. Okay, Gandalf, 3 point of will. This is the key thing. He's within 12 of. He's just going to control the backfield. 3 point of will to immobilise the Watcher.
Yeah.
3, which he does.
Yes. So I will use, because the game's not got much longer, I'm going to use 2 will and my...
Okay.
Although I only did 3. I'll just
Yeah,
use 1. 1
yeah.
and a free one. Got it.
Yeah.
Aaron charges Gimli and Boromir into the Watcher before activating Aragorn's heroic march. He moves Frodo and the other hobbits within touching distance of the door, and then it's Legolas' shot. If he could shoot the Watcher out of combat, the game would be all but done, but it would allow me to shoot at Boromir with my tentacles.
Legolas shot.
Yeah.
Hits.
Last point of might with Legolas. He's not recovering that. He is vulnerable to goblins and cave trolls.
Well, what's got more value? A point of might on. So that would wound it, and then next turn I'm through. I've got 5 people off.
But I'll get my shooting attacks next turn, so Boromir's going to have to take D6 tentacles.
But I'm just wondering if what's more valuable. I can heroic strike with Boromir, which definitely gets me a higher. I'm just
and he'll have 5 left, which is probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Whereas Legolas with 1 is more important than Boromir having. Yeah. So I'm not going to use that point of might.
Okay. It's funny, Aragorn's not even been in combat and is still the one that's winning the game.
Yeah.
And I'm out of 6 or anything, so I won't be shooting.
Okay, so Boromir is going to use a point of might.
Okay, so the Watcher gets 5.
Gimli's the blue dust. I get a 5.
Oh.
I've got a high 5 belly. And I need 5s.
5s.
1, 2.
2 wounds, so it's now down to 3 attacks. And remember, you can't kill it anyway.
And it moves back to D3.
I was feeling pretty confident at the start of the game, but now it's going from bad to worse. If I can't put a wound or 2 onto Boromir, my fantasy fellowship is really going to struggle to beat Aaron's fellowship in Balin's Tomb.
Priority.
Yep.
2.
1.
Okay.
I can still get some shots on Boromir, that's the thing, so I'm 2 inches away. You move. Unless you move full.
I'm just going to charge it.
Oh, you can charge me, yeah.
Aragorn's called Heroic March. Gandalf's going to move first.
Yep.
And he's going to use a 3 point of will to immobilise the Watcher.
Okay.
4.
So I'll use, because this is definitely the last turn now, I'll use my 2 dice and my resistance magic dice. Resistance.
You're a bit twitchy.
I was a bit twitchy.
So Gandalf has now gone through the door.
Yeah.
These 3 are all going through the door. Aragorn is going through the door. Good luck, guys. Pippin is going through the door. Legolas is shot.
Yep.
Hits.
No.
Okay, Boromir's going to spend point. Yeah, I'm going to spend it with Gimli. Gimli's got survivability.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think Boromir on 4. Boromir 6 to 3 was right. 4 to 3 is.
Am I setting your target?
Yeah, you only got 3.
Yeah. Watcher gets 6. Oh.
Boromir gets a 6. Can we finish it off? Oh, that's dead.
D6 inches back. 1.
I'm going to put a kill onto Gimli.
My fellowship. You're into Balin's Tomb. That is not the end. A fairly routine win for the Fellowship of the Ring, with Aragorn being the man of the match, even though he didn't actually hit combat. His 3 point of might for heroic moves and heroic marches proving so useful. Well, I don't have access to that in my half of the Fellowship, so let's meet them and see how they get on and ultimately find out who's going to win the race through Moria.
They've gone to Bilbo's birthday party. Gandalf's realised it's the One Ring. He's not gone to Minas Tirith to research it. He's like, that's the One Ring. Let's go destroy it. Let's not go to any else. So
It's not even going to be close.
So basically, just off camera, we've just been discussing how absolutely screwed I am.
I haven't followed the rules from the Quest of the Ring Bearer book when making my fantasy fellowship. I've gone for Rule of Cool instead, and basically it's every dwarf that's left alive at the point of Bilbo's 11th birthday party. That means my ring bearer is old Bilbo. He's not got a great stat line, he's only got 1 might, but he has got 3 fate and he's got his mithril coat, so he's durable. He's not going to offer much else though. And same as Frodo, I'm not going to be using the ring on these missions through Moria, as he doesn't do in the film. I don't have a leader like Aragorn, but Dwalin is going to be the one providing most of my hitting power. He can hit with 3 attacks at strength 5 with +1 to wound, or 4 attacks at strength 5. That against goblins is going to do a whole lot of damage. He's also fight value 6 and defense 8 with 3 might points, and he's got 2 wounds and 2 fate, which is more than most of the rest of my fellowship. And yes, I did manage to break his weapons and they've literally vanished into thin air. Gloin is my next most combat ready hero. He's fight value 6, which is the same as the cave troll on the Watcher. He's got 3 attacks and receives +1 to wound, and he gets to re-roll 1s when rolling to wound. He's got 3 points of might and can heroic strike. He has only got 2 wounds and 1 fate, but he is still defense 8. Nori and Dory are my other 2 hard hitters. Like the rest of my fellowship from this point on, they've only got 2 wounds, 1 fate and 2 might, but they've got 3 attacks. Dory will receive +1 to wound, while Nori has heroic strike, and if I need it, he's got a shield which could prove invaluable. He also has the equivalent of a Lord of the West roll, where he can re-roll 1 dice when making strikes and when trying to win a duel roll. The other 3 dwarves in my fellowship leave a little to be desired in terms of their raw killing potential. They've all only got 2 attacks and a fight value 4. Bofa's special rule is going to be of literally no use at all. It helps him with magical resistance. Bomber could be a little bit more useful. He can restore a will point to Gandalf if necessary, whereas Biffa has one of the best special rules in the game. He's got an axe embedded in his skull. When he rolls to wound, he can choose to try and take the axe out of his head. If the wound's successful, he'll get a free heroic move per turn. Through Moria, that could be incredibly useful. The last member of my fellowship is Gandalf. Same Gandalf the Grey that Aaron used, although mine is going to have to put a lot more weight thanks to the lack of quality around him. At least, though, I don't have hobbits to protect like Aaron did. My dwarves should at least be able to take a hit and hold their own against a horde of goblins. But first, let's see how we get on against the Watcher.
Not having the 3 point of might and no heroic march, having watched you play the previous scenario, I'm a little twitchy. Because you can't kill it. I have no issue with Dwalin going in and absolutely murdering it, but it just comes back again.
I think I can win.
I'm missing Legolas, who's just shooting into combat.
Legolas did really well.
He did.
Nom, 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 nom. There's the help with no bows.
The Watcher has priority for the first turn of the game, and Aaron sends him straight for Bilbo.
Run, Bilbo! I got lucky last time. I had 5 shots and I pulled him in. If you get 1 and you miss,
Yeah.
that's what I need. That's all we're playing for now. Right.
Just out of interest, do any of these 3 dwarves have heroic strike?
Biffa has strike.
Okay.
Bofa has strike. Bomber only has defense.
Okay.
Which you might need.
You know what I mean?
Because I'm not the traitor. Then Bilbo's going to run away.
Yeah.
Obviously. Could have stayed in third of stone. I think I got to charge in just to hold you up a bit. So one of them's going to have to be brave. Bofa goes in.
He's already dead.
Right, Bomber. Bomber's going in.
Yeah.
What I didn't want is
A massive heroic combat.
a massive heroic combat from the one. And also, I don't want you killing Biffa because he's my 3 heroic moves in balance to him.
Dwalin, Nori, Dory and Gloin all charge forward toward the Watcher. Gandalf joins them, but stupidly, I forget to cast a spell.
Shooting.
I
This
get
is big.
D6 shots. 2.
2 shots.
So first one at Bilbo. Hits.
So he's in.
It's into wound Bilbo. No. Bofa.
Biffa, sorry.
Hits.
So going into the fight phase, it's Biffa, Bofa and Bilbo all against the Watcher. At this point, I wish we'd not agreed to not use the One Ring. It could be really useful for me.
Okay, I will heroic strike with James Nebbit.
What can the
Which is
Watcher?
Bofa.
What's his powers?
Only strength.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your fight value
My
is...
fault is 10.
I got a 6.
Okay, just give me a second. Biffa back, Bomber red, Bofa white.
Yeah. So you win.
The Bilbo will just take his now, needing a 6. Ooh, I'll just hold on that one. And then these all needing 5s, which is Biffa black, Bomber red. Oh, 3s and 5s, nothing. No deal.
Bilbo's point of might.
To move you back D3. I'm not going to use Bilbo's might.
I lose priority for the turn, and this is where the lack of a free might point is already costing me. I have to call a heroic move. I need Bilbo to start moving toward the gate. I have a choice. Call it with one of the dwarves near the front, near the Watcher, so that they can charge in, or call it with one of the dwarves near the back and hope Gandalf can immobilise the Watcher. I decide to go for the latter and call it with Gloin. Gandalf casts the spell on 2 dice, but the Watcher resists, and now I've got nobody to charge him. It was a mistake in hindsight, and it gets even worse, because he wraps into Bomber, which extends the reach of his tentacles, and he drags both Bilbo and Gandalf into combat.
Uh-oh, Gandalf. Oh.
I call a heroic strike with Biffa, but only roll a 2.
It's tied.
We then both roll a 6 for the combat, and it comes down to a roll-off.
Elven Maid Glamdring. It's 3 plus Owen.
Ooh. 2.
Who are you going for? Oh, and what are you doing? So you could boot a fire attack.
I'm going to barge.
You're going to barge?
Yeah, so I'm going to barge because I'm going to put Bomber and Bilbo as far into the water as I possibly can, and then hope that they start drowning.
And then put
the
you
Watcher's gonna
between
follow
them.
them in. And
Bomber goes there. Bilbo goes there. Gandalf can go over there. This guy can go into the water too. And I move 4 inches into Gloin.
Oh no! Gloin is 5'6" though.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Oh, Gloin! 6.
3 high.
Gloin! Gloin plus 1 to wound, and does he reroll ones or something silly like that?
Yeah, no problem.
Gloin rerolls ones and he gets plus 1 to wound, so I'm needing 4s rerolling ones. Could get 3 wounds and put.
Yeah.
Could put you down to 3 attack.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'll be using a lot of might to do so. 3 wounds from Gloin. The Watcher. Oh, you got a fate?
Got a fate, which I'm going to use. Passed.
So you've still got 6 attacks.
Got 6 attacks.
So the Watcher's just lost a fate and 2 wounds, and its ego is bruised.
And it moves back D3.
Yep. 1 inch. I don't like that I'm not goal side of the Watcher anymore.
No.
It's going to cost so much money. The cave troll's going to rip me to pieces.
That might have seemed a strange play from Aaron, but he's got the long game in mind. He knows if he can put the Watcher between me and the door, the game's just going to go on and on and on. And even with 3 attacks, the Watcher will still be fight value 6, and it's going to be draining my resources for Balin's Tomb. What's more, is I lose priority for the next turn and call another heroic move with Gloin. I know I've spent a point of might with him already, but the idea is, if I can hit with a throwing axe and cause a wound, the Watcher will have to retreat, and I might be able to get some of my dwarves and Bilbo out of tentacle range. Obviously though, the axe misses, and now Gloin's locked in combat. He's backed up by Biffa, and then it's on to Bilbo to try and get up and out of the water.
Okay, and then Bilbo needs a 6 here to have any hope of winning the scenario. Bilbo moves 2.
He's still in the water, that's the key.
Rather than immobilise, which you can resist, I'm going to blinding light with Gandalf.
It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
So Gandalf puts up a blinding light.
No.
Oh, it's rolled all ones!
The Watcher's still got 4 will.
I've got 3 might.
You cannot might that. Yeah.
I'm going to spend the point of might with Gandalf. So I've got a 1 turn blinding light up to cover myself. I just need to be within 6 of Bilbo. So Gandalf, that's fine. No issues there. Okay.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah, let's get in the whole company apart from Bomber. Come on, Bomber. Nori's going to charge in.
Nope.
4, 3, he's not courage 7. I could use a will point though.
Turning around like the coward he is.
Dwalin's fearless.
Can Dwalin reach him?
The reason I want Nori in is he's got a shield. So next turn I just shield him.
But it's Dwalin 5 inches.
Dwalin doesn't want to waste his might. Dwalin's too important for the next scenario. They're gonna.
This is the worst decision's ever been played.
This is an absolute nightmare. Okay. Both is going in.
Yeah.
Right, and Dwalin is not going to get. Dwalin's just there.
The dice are very much not with me at the moment, but at least Bilbo's making his way to the door the right side of the Watcher now. He just needs to not get dragged back in by its tentacles, and the point of might from Gandalf will have been worth it.
How many shots does the Watcher get? 2.
2. Who are you going for? It's 4. You didn't move, so it's 3s on Bomber or 6s on anybody else.
Bilbo. Bilbo.
No! I spent a point of might for that. Oh. Oh, it's absolute carnage.
Heroics.
I'm running out of might. So I've got Biffa, Buffer, and Gloin in there. Gloin's got 1 might. Biffa, they've all got 1. They've all got 1. And they've all got strike. Bilbo's also only got 1 might. So he hasn't got strike though. No. Both is the least important. He's going to heroic strike.
Which one's Buffer?
James Nesbitt with the funny hat on.
Okay, yeah. So what's his fight value?
Okay, don't roll a 1 again. 3. I have the high fight value.
Okay, the Watcher gets a 5.
Okay, Gloin's just going to do this because he can cause a lot of wounds here. Gloin, 6.
Okay.
Gloin needs 4s and rerolls 1s. Gloin's going to go first. Gloin gets 2, rerolls his 1. Gloin does 2 wounds. Bofa, who's got no might, doesn't do a wound. Biffa, I'm going to go for the headbutt to get the free heroic move. So 5+ needed. No. And then Bilbo with Sting needing a 6.
No.
So 2 wounds gone. So you are down to
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 1 inch. Priority. I need this.
5.
Yes! 6.
Heroic move.
Oh! I haven't got the might to spare.
I know. That's why I heroic moved.
The only model with 3 might left now is Dwalin, who's out in the corner. So we can get everybody. Embarrassingly, Dwalin is going to move. 4+ I get it. I get it. What happens to Bilbo?
No, you need to move. Bilbo's on the floor, but you need to move Dwalin first.
Dwalin's not moving anyway.
Okay,
That's fine.
Okay.
Couldn't be going anywhere else.
So Bilbo is down.
With Bilbo on the floor and vulnerable to being dragged into combat, I send Gloin in for the heroic strike. He's backed up by Biffa, but Bofa makes a run for the door, and then it's on to Gandalf.
I'm going to immobilise him with Gandalf on 1 dice.
Okay.
2. That has come up. No, Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf the Grey.
It's fucked up.
Jake, do you want to use a point of mine?
Absolutely not. Gandalf's just going to move out of range of a tentacle. And then Nori, who's got the shield, is going to try and go in.
Nope.
Nori, sort it out! The other 2 are just going to wait there. Bomber already...
Dwalin can't move.
Did I move Bomber?
You don't move Bomber, no.
Okay, Bomber's the last one.
What does he do?
5, half. But Bilbo's furthest away from the door.
Okay, how many tentacles does the Watcher get?
No, oh my days.
What is happening with these dice rolls? With the 6 tentacle attacks, Bilbo takes a wound and is dragged into combat along with Bomber and Bofa. Aaron knows that he's not going to win this fight because of the heroic strike and only having 3 attacks with the Watcher now. But what he can do is continue to play the long game. Just keep moving me away from the door, hitting me with tentacles, and eventually he'll either win a fight, I'll run out of resources, or he'll actually just kill a dwarf or a hobbit with a tentacle.
I want to get you down to your last wound so I can D6 you away all the time.
Is it D6 when he's on his last
Yeah, that's the difference.
Right. Okay.
Get it back 6 inches and then I win a move.
Yes.
This next combat's crucial, as if I win the fight and cause 2 wounds to the Watcher, it'll have to retreat back D6 inches. That'll give me a bit of time to hopefully get further away and up toward the door. I heroic strike with Biffa and win the combat. He fails to pull the axe out of his head, but Gloin and Bomber inflict 4 wounds between them, and the Watcher has to retreat D6 inches.
Okay, so you move back D6 now. Because you've just lost your last wound. Big 6, need this. 6! And Bilbo is up.
That was a huge 6, and hopefully the luck is going to start turning in my favour now.
So now I need to win priority and I can potentially get away. 4. Okay, 4 to beat.
That's to be a 6.
If not, it's going to cost more might to get away, which I just can't afford. 3. Bilbo's spending his might point. Bilbo, what happens to him? 6!
Oh,
6!
Huge. You know you're supposed to be overhit, don't you?
He's out the water though. Run, Bilbo!
Bomber's now the only dwarf that can charge the Watcher. I just need him to not roll a 1 for starting his turn in the water, and then pass a terror check. He's got will and might, so I should be able to do this.
Bomber?
Bomber stay.
Does Bomber stand up? Anything apart from a 1, I'll be able to charge you. It's a 3. Bomber's courage at -1, needing a 6. He's rolled a 3 on his courage, +1 with his will would be 4, plus the 4 courage would be 8. He's not even got the might if he wanted to. Oh, Bomber he has, he could spend all of his might in as well, but he's not going to, he's just going to stand there.
Biff is not in charge range of the Watcher, so he moves half his move out of the pool of water. I bring Nori Watcher side of Bilbo in case Aaron tries a sneaky barge off Bomber. At least then he'll be going into Nori and not Bilbo. Dwarling, Gloin, Dory and Bofa hold their positions near the door, and then Gandalf will activate after Aaron's move as he wasn't in range of Dwarlin's heroic.
Dwarlin, that's my 5 that are getting off. I don't need Bilbo to get off. Your move now, and then Gandalf goes.
It's a travesty.
It's a travesty, it's an absolute disgrace.
Okay. I'm gonna pull Bilbo further in.
I now have a choice with Gandalf. I could Sorcerous Blast to try and get the Watcher to move back, I could Immobilize him, which is easier to cast, or I could Blinding Light, which he won't have the opportunity to resist. I decide to go for the latter as he's still got 4 will left, and luckily I do successfully cast it.
How many is she going to text it?
1 and it hits on a 6.
At Bilbo.
Blinding Light!
So the good news is that Bilbo didn't get pulled into combat, but the bad news is Bomber's now in a 1-on-1 with the Watcher.
You only got 3 attacks. I'm gonna win.
5.
6! Double 6 on Bomber. Right, 6 is to wound him.
Yeah.
No, 5, strength 4. Wounds! 2 wounds, D6.
D6.
Here we go. Here we go. 1. Perfect. Great. Well done, Bomber.
That was great stuff from Bomber, but my luck doesn't last long.
5.
2.
I'm so low on might now, and I've got to get through the whole of Balin's tomb. Aaron can't reach Bilbo either, so I don't call a heroic move. He charges into Bomber, and then I just make a break for the door.
Right, Gandalf's going to cast another Blinding Light on a free 1. 1 again!
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing that you're not just immobilising him.
You don't.
3 shots. He's not got any might left, has he?
Biff has got none.
None. All 3 shots into Biffa.
Almost. You moved.
Almost.
Almost. Combat. Go on, Bomber. Bomber gets
6.
3. What are you doing?
I think I've got a Hail Mary.
Barge.
But I kind of want to kill a dwarf. But if I did barge, problem is if I barge, you do move d6 though, don't you, with barge?
D6, and then you. I can't. How many can get out next turn? 1, 2, then Gandalf. 3. I'll get 4 out.
4
so there's
out.
at least another turn after
I'm
this.
going to barge then.
Okay.
So I move him strange that way. And then I move d6, which is a massive roll.
2. That's what we needed. Priority. Big roll. 1.
3. I think I move Jake.
Why? do I need to? No, I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay.
You only move 4 inches. You can crawl out of your slimy water.
Aaron charges into Biffa, wanting to deny me the opportunity to get 3 heroic moves every turn in Balin's tomb. And then I move Bilbo as close to the door as I can.
Gandalf goes for a 2 dice immobilize. 3.
Okay, I've got 4 will left. I'm going to use 3 will and my free 1 to resist that. which I do.
Great.
Nori backs up Biffa in combat with the Watcher and also provides the option of a heroic strike should Bilbo get pulled into the combat.
Bomber, what are you doing over there, man? Look at he's like, I'm coming, boss. Out the water.
Okay, how many shots do I get?
Yeah, this is big. 2. You've moved, so it's 4 pluses and Bilbo's in.
I've got to put them both on Bilbo.
He is
Perfect,
double
Bilbo
six.
to wound Bilbo. Saw a 6.
Could have killed him. He's
Saw a
only got
6,
1 wound
yeah.
left.
Should have cast Blinding Light.
You hit on 6s, double 6. Nori calls heroic strike, putting him down to 1 might.
What's his fight value?
Don't be a 1. It's a 2. He's done it. It's fight 7.
Okay. The Watcher gets a 4.
Nori,
It's 5.
5. Nori needing 5s.
1
1 wound, which is enough.
Which is enough. Yeah, and it goes back to
D6. 1 again. Priority, I have to win this. 5.
I saw the 6. I saw a 6.
Get out of there, Bilbo. Get out of there. Gandalf.
Yeah.
Blinding light.
What? No! Why not immobilize it?
Because Nori just goes in and hold it. Nori just goes in and holds it.
Bilbo's back in.
You can resist. You can all.
Start the turn again. Your net gain is 0.
At this point, I feel like I need to apologise for my performance. I don't know what's going on, but I charge in with Biffa and Nori in the hope that I can get the axe out my head or heroic strike if I need to.
How many shots do I get?
Yes.
3. All 3 on Bilbo. 1 hit on Bilbo. 6 is to win Bilbo. No.
I'm gonna gamble your fluffy roll. I'm not gonna use it.
Okay. Okay. 6.
Are you attacking
Okay.
Bilbo?
Jake, out of interest, what happens if I barge and then the Watcher stands in front of the door?
Oh, you should do that.
All attacks on Bilbo. 1 wound on
1
Bilbo.
wound. Fate. 1. So Bilbo's got 1 wound left. Aaron's wounded him once. I've just rolled a 1 for my first fate. I've got 2 left. Pass.
Passed.
Okay, so I've got 1 wound,
fate,
1
and
fate,
one
no might with Bilbo. It's going to be a long, dark journey through Moria. I just need to win priority and then cast my blinding light successfully.
No one cares. Immobilize it.
No, because you can resist the immobilized. 6! I win! You charge me.
No, I don't think I did. I think you charged me with glory with him to keep him there.
I did actually. I actually did.
At this point, my dice rolls are actually making me delusional. Bomber calls a heroic move, he doesn't call with me, he charges into the Watcher, and then Bilbo makes another break for the door.
Gandalf blinding lights. 1 dice. It's a 2 plus. Like, why is it not working? It's a 2. It's a 2.
How many shots did I get? 6.
6 shots. So he needs a 6.
I need more dice, please. Can I have another blind dice?
I can't deal with it, Aaron.
Another blind dice.
Just 1.
Yeah, all 6 at Bilbo.
6 is hit.
1 hit. That's all I needed.
Why?
All I needed.
He fails to wound, and then it's just Bomber and Bilbo versus the Watcher.
Bomber. 5 on Bomber. Okay, Bomber's attacks needing a 5. Yes,
1 wound.
Bomber, D6 inches. Get him out of there. What? 3 times in a row.
Unbelievably, but also unsurprisingly, Aaron wins priority for the next turn and charges straight into Bilbo. I countercharge with Gloin, I'll have the same fight value as the Watcher, and Bilbo has Sting, which is an elven-made weapon. Hopefully I'll be able to win the combat without the need for a point of might. And obviously, Gandalf might be able to help me out somewhat.
Gandalf's gonna cast. This time he's gonna immobilize because Bilbo's already in. 1 dice. It's a 1. It's a 1 again. Gandalf has been the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Gandalf's form is going to have to improve somewhat if he's going to be fighting a Balrog on the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. But for now, Nori charges into the Watcher and then Aaron opts not to shoot. He doesn't want to drag any more dwarves in and increase my chances of getting a 6.
5.
Gloin. 6. Gloin is amazing. Right? Any 4 and you back D6. Gloin rerolls his 1s. Gloin. How far back do you go? It needs to be not a 1. 6. Finally.
Gloin has been incredible. Back 6.
Bilbo can't get away still. So you're going to go 4, I'm going to move 4, and I'm going to whip.
Yeah, but blinding light.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Priority.
Okay, yeah, priority. 5.
4.
I don't think it matters.
Because you're 4 away. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter now. Yeah. Okay. Get out of there, Bilbo. Your Gloin has to go in there. Gloin. Yeah.
Throw an axe.
Throw an axe. This is big. Misses. Gloin goes in. He wraps this side so that Bilbo can go as close as he can. The others aren't getting stuck in. Both Biffa does want to take the axe out his head, so he's going to go closer for next time. Okay. Gandalf is going to blind in light.
Is it?
2. Everybody within 6. Yeah. Okay.
The Watcher gets
Shooting attack.
4.
4. Needs a 6. You're going for Bilbo.
Bilbo. No.
Yes.
Doesn't hit Bilbo. Okay. Gloin.
Okay, Gloin. Gloin's my shining light. Don't kill Gloin. Watcher gets a 4. Gloin gets a 5. 1 4 neither. Reroll is 1. Reroll that one as well. Okay.
Didn't wound it.
No wound.
Priority.
If I win, game's done.
5.
3. That's okay. I'm good.
Because we finished the turn.
Yeah. Okay. Gandalf's going to mobilise you before he goes off. So. Bilbo goes off. Dory goes off. Dwalin goes off. Gandalf casts Immobilise on 1 dice.
I don't think he does.
4.
I'm going to use 2 will to resist because I've got
The
1
free
will
one.
and a free one.
Whee!
Oh, he's
He's got the
immobilised.
3, so he's Immobilised. Gandalf moves off.
That's game.
Yeah, both of them moves off. And then it's game over because you're immobilised.
Yeah.
We did do the last fight just to see if I could get the axe out of Biffa's head. I couldn't, and that is the end. And I'm not looking in too good shape going into Balin's tomb.
That was horrendous. So let me do a little mic recap here. How?
Wait.
What's the
let me
highest
do,
gun-
let me do my recap first. So, I lost a point with Boromir, 2 points with Legolas, and a point with Gimli.
Point with Bilbo, a point with Gandalf, a point with Dwalin, a point with Biffa, 2 points with Biffa, 2 points with Boffa, 1 point with Bomber, 1 point with Nori, and 2 points with Gloin, and Gandalf lost 2 will, and Bilbo lost a wound and 2 fate.
If the next game is even close, I'm going to be disappointed in myself.
Great scenario though.
Yeah, really
I love
good
this scenario.
Yeah.
So this is where we say, check back next week.
Yeah.
We're going to do the Battle of Balin's Tomb, and it's going to be Cave Troll, Goblins, and then we'll follow that up with the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. If Gandalf survives. So 1 Gandalf will be doing the Bridge of Khazad-dûm.
Thank you so much for watching. We're really enjoying doing all the experimental stuff for Season 2. This campaign will continue. It won't be next week. We've got board builds, we've got battle reports, tournament reviews, the arena, discussion videos, loads of stuff. But if you are interested in this, please do like and subscribe. If you want to get involved in the arena or anything else, follow us on Patreon. And when we hit 3,000 subscribers, we'll reveal what our 3,000 subscriber battle is. It's huge. We're filming it in less than a week's time. I've got a lot to do to prepare for it. Can't wait to share it with you. And then the actual video will be out before the end of the year, in theory.